Hello, and welcome back to the Aligned Strength Podcast. We are on episode number 32. And in our podcast here, is where we align our mind, body, and spirit through fitness and wellness. I'm Mandy Scow, and today's episode is all about time, specifically how just 20 minutes 3 times a week of strength training can completely transform your health. We all think we don't have time to work out. That's a common thought, is that we do not have time to work out. But when we break it down, you'll see just how powerful one little hour per week can be. And we're also going to dig into why strength training matters so much as we age, what happens if we skip it, and how you don't have to love cardio to be healthy. At the end, I'll even give you 2 sample workouts you can do in just 20 minutes. So let's dive in. Let's look at the time perspective. First, talking about time, there are 1,440 minutes in a day. That's 10,080 minutes in a week. The wild part is, if you commit to 20 minutes 3 times a week, that is 60 minutes total, 1 hour total in a week's time, not a day, a week. So 60 minutes in a week, that's out of 10,000 minutes. Okay, so 10,000 minutes in a week, take 60 of that and commit to strength training for those 60 minutes. So 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week, so 1 hour. Think about how much time gets lost in scrolling on your phone. The average person spends over 4 to 5 hours a day on their phone. That's hundreds of minutes every single day. If we can spend hours scrolling, we can definitely take back 20 minutes for ourselves. It's really about the perspective. So think about the perspective. 1 hour of your health isn't too much. 1 hour a week. It's actually the least you can do to create real, lasting results, strength results. So the benefit of 20 minutes. Why does 20 minutes matter? Because strength training doesn't have to mean hours in the gym. In 20 focused minutes, 20 consistent, moving the whole time, focused minutes, you can build lean muscle, you can boost your metabolism, you can strengthen your bones, you can improve your posture, you can support your joints, and increase your energy. And here's the key: consistency. Always consistency. That's the key. 20 minutes 3 times a week compounds. So if you keep doing it consistently, it's going to compound. It's going to help. Week after week, month after month, it's not about crushing yourself. It's about creating a rhythm that your body can thrive on. What about strength as we age? Let's mention that. So as we age, one of the most important things we can do is keep our strength. Muscle naturally declines after the age of about 30. And 30 seems really young, but muscle naturally declines after about the age of 30. And that's what leads to less mobility, more injuries, slower recovery, and even things like falling later in life when you're falling. So if you happen to fall, But when you strength train, you're building muscle that protects your bones. It supports your joints. It keeps your metabolism higher and helps with everyday activities. Carrying groceries, climbing stairs, lifting, pushing yourself up out of a chair, playing with your kids or grandkids. So strength isn't just about looking good. It's about living well. It's about independence, energy, and confidence. When you lift weights or use bands meaning like in our classes at the gym a lot, we use the band loops. So they're about like yay big, I guess, maybe shoulder width apart if they were on your ankles. If they were stretched, they were shoulder width apart. We use those a lot. So light weights, bands, or your own body weight. You're not just building muscle, you're investing in your future self. What happens if you don't strength train? If you don't do anything, you don't move your body, you don't strength train. Let's get real for a minute with that. What happens if you don't do any exercising or lifting as you age? Inside your body, muscle mass slowly disappears. When that happens, your metabolism slows down. You burn fewer calories. You start storing more fat, especially around your midsection. Your bones also weaken, raising your risk for osteoporosis and fractures. Your balance declines, your joints stiffen, and everyday tasks like standing up, lifting yourself out of a chair, or climbing up the steps, walking up a flight of stairs becomes harder. And then here's the truth. Then your health. Then there's your health. So without strength training, your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, they all creep up, raising your risk for diabetes, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. You're not just missing workouts, you're missing out on health. You're missing out on independence. You're missing out on quality of life. But the amazing thing is, it's not too late. It's never too late. Even people in their 60s and 70s and beyond that can build strength. I've seen it in my gym. We call it our silver crew. It's retirement age seniors. They have an 8 a.m. group class Monday through Friday. And that group, they crush it. They absolutely, they use kettlebells, they use bands, they use dumbbells, and their ages, I would say, are from maybe 55 all the way up to 83. I think that's our oldest one. And they just love it. They're moving their body, they're lifting weights, they're building their strength. They even go monthly for breakfast and Bloody Marys after one of the classes. It's a huge group and they do amazing. So, and there's individuals, men and women, joining that group all the time who haven't worked out or lifted a weight in years, and they're starting out, joining the group, and just absolutely crushing it. So your body responds to strength training at any age. That's the power of picking up weights. Also, cardio. A lot of people don't want to work out because of cardio. They don't like cardio. Understandable. Well, cardio isn't everything. You don't have to do cardio. You don't have to run. You don't have to go on a bike. If you just want to walk, everybody needs to walk. Everybody needs to walk for their mental health. So walking and lifting some weights. 2 things that everybody should do all the time, 20 minutes. So here's something that I want to say for those who think that they need to do cardio and say, I don't like cardio, so I don't want to work out. If that's holding you back, let it go, because you don't need to run. You don't have to run. You don't have to spend an hour on the treadmill. Walking is more than enough for your heart health. Take a walk outside, breathe in the fresh air, move your body. Then add in 20 minutes of strength training a few times a week. So if you have a chance to go for a 5-minute, 10-minute walk, do it. Walk on your lunch break. Walk around the block. Just walk, but then add 20 minutes of lifting weights 3 times a week. And honestly, you should be walking anyway for your mental health, not just for your body, but for your mind. Walking has been shown to reduce stress, lower anxiety, improve your mood, and even boost creativity. There's something about moving your body at a steady pace that helps you clear your head and reset your nervous system. If you've ever gone on a walk and come back feeling lighter mentally, that's not just in your head. That's your brain and your body working together. It's aligning your body and mind, aligning it, balancing it, moving it together. So walking plus lifting, that's a simple, powerful combination that takes care of both physical and mental. I'm going to go over 2 different workout examples. So if you're not driving or you're around a piece of paper and pen, write these down. Here's two different workouts that, and 2 different examples, each of them about 20 minutes long. You can make them 20 minutes. And you can do this at a gym. You can do this at home. So, or come back if you're not by a pen and paper, pause this, or come back to this part of the episode and write these 2 down. So workout number 1 involves dumbbells. The first move, and each of them only have 4 moves, because in my workouts, especially ones like if I'm working with a client one-on-one, our personal training workouts, our virtual group sessions, the workouts are simple and quick. So 4 moves. That's all you need. Quick, effective, simple workouts. Workout number 1, using dumbbells. The first move is a goblet squat. So with that, you want your feet about shoulder width apart. And you can hold a dumbbell at your chest. A lot of people sometimes hold them at their shoulders, like they have one on each shoulder and they rest it there and hold the end of the dumbbell in front. But what you're going to do is keep your chest up, facing forward, your chest upright, bend your knees, dropping your hips and butt down, and then back up, standing back up. So squatting down, coming down, and back up. That's the first move. Second move is dumbbell bent over row. With this one, I like to take my feet a little bit wider for this. So your dumbbells are in between your knees. So your feet are just wider than your shoulders. You're going to bend over, but you're not going to hunch over so it's hard on your lower back. I want your chest slightly up, so you're bending about halfway over, 45 degrees, okay? And then what you're going to do is row by pulling those dumbbells from between your knees up, and your elbows are going to go back and then back down towards the floor. So pulling up towards your chest, elbows going out to your sides, and then back down. That is move number 2. Move number 3, dumbbell shoulder press. So what I do with this is I will actually stagger my feet. I'll have one foot a little bit further back than the other foot. This helps with your lower back stability. So I'll stand like that and I will have my dumbbells at my shoulders. And then what I'm going to do here is just press it straight up and then bring it back down to your shoulders. So dumbbell shoulder press, straight up and back down. Fourth move is a dumbbell deadlift. So feet again are about shoulder width apart. Dumbbells are down by your toes. You're going to hinge at your hips and you're going to bend over, pick up those dumbbells, and then straighten your whole body back up. Those dumbbells are going to slide right up close to your legs as you stand up. And then when you hinge back over, you're going to slightly bend your knees. Slightly bend your knees. You don't have to go all the way down, back down to the floor for this, but you can then straighten yourself back up, hinge yourself back over for deadlift. So that's workout number 1. With those 4 moves, what you'll want to do is do each move for 45 seconds and then rest for 15 seconds, then 45 seconds. So first move, 45 seconds, rest. Second move, 45 seconds, rest. Go through each move. And then you're going to want to do all of that, all 4 moves 3 times. That's about 20 minutes. Simple, effective, and you're done. All right, so 4 moves, 45 seconds each, 3 rounds. Workout number 2. Workout number 2 uses a band loop. I call it the band loop. It makes a circle. It makes a loop. And your body weight. So elastic band, body weight. With this one, you're going to put that band loop around your ankles. So if it's around your ankles, and the ones that we buy for our gym are called mini band loops. If you put it around your ankles and you're standing about shoulder width apart, it should be stretched. All right, so you're standing there. The first move is going to be band side steps. So what you do is you're going to step to the right, bend your knees and go into a squat, come back to the center, step to the left, stretch that band into a squat, and then back to the center. So stepping side to side, alternating sides, and you're squatting down into a squat each side you go to. Move number 1. Move number 2, push-ups. Now you can keep that band on your ankles. Keep it on your ankles, come down to push-ups. You can do these from your knees. If your knees are on the floor, your hands are close to your chest and out to the sides. When you're dropping down for a push-up, you want your hips to go down. So your hips are going down towards the floor. Now this is if your knees are on the floor. Assisted push-ups. Your knees are down. You're going to make sure your hips drop towards the floor when you bend your elbows and you're coming down for that push-up. So your thighs should be rolling on the ground. You do not want to keep your butt up in the air and just move your chest down. That's not what you want to do. You want your spine to stay straight and you're dropping your hips. Thighs are rolling on the ground. Your hips are going towards the floor as you come down and bend your elbows for that push-up. Standard push-up, same thing. Even if you're doing a full push-up, you're starting in plank position, drop your elbows for a push-up. Your spine stays straight. Everything is in line. The whole body comes down, whole body goes up. All right, so that was push-ups are number 2, and that band is still on your ankles, remember. And then you're going to come down to your butt. So the band is on your ankles, you're on your back, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. So you're going to stretch that band out, take your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders so you can feel that that band is stretched. Now what I want you to do is you're going to do glute bridges. So you're dropping your hips, your butt down to the floor, lifting your butt back up, down and up. So glute bridges, and that band is nice and tight on your ankles. And then the 4th move is plank shoulder taps. Again, that band is still on your ankles. Rolling over to a plank, the band should be nice and tight so you can still feel Feel it in your legs because your legs are holding that band nice and tight, holding your feet apart. In plank, hold plank, shoulder tap. So you're pulling in plank, you're going to pull your right hand up to your left shoulder, drop it back down. Left hand up to your right shoulder, back down. Alternating those taps, tapping your shoulders in plank. Again, do all 4 of these moves for 45 seconds, resting 15 seconds in between each one, and then go through that 3 times. And it's about 20 minutes. Again, simple, effective, and you're done. Today's takeaway and goal. Here is a challenge for you this week. This week, commit to 20 minutes 3 times during the week. That is 1 hour. That is 60 minutes out of 10,080 minutes. So if you take 60 minutes off of that 10,000, you still have over 10,000 minutes. So when you think of it that way, when you think you have no time, but you think of how many minutes are in a week, you definitely can take 60 out of that 10,000 and use it to lift some weights. Write down the 3 days that you're going to do it. This is your goal. 3 days, 20 minutes. Write down the 3 days you'll do it. Put it in your calendar. Put it in your calendar because when you do that, it's like a non-negotiable. That is in your calendar. You are setting aside that time. Nothing else. Nothing else is going to come up because it's in your calendar. Treat it like it's an appointment that you're not going to cancel because it is a non-negotiable. You're going to do it. Put that in your mind. Get that in your mindset. Remember, consistency beats perfection. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to look great. You just need to move your body. You just need to lift a weight. So start where you are, even if it's your body weight. Even if you're doing body weight squats, no weights, just you're squatting up and down. You're doing push-ups. Start there. That's okay. Even if it's just the bands. Or light dumbbells, work your way up. Don't start too heavy. Start light and work your way up. If you're doing the 3, if you're starting from nowhere, you can start with body weight first. Workout number 1, right? You got 3 workouts going for the week, 3 20-minute workouts the week. The first one you can start with just your body weight. The next one, add some weights. Maybe add 4 pounds, 4-pound dumbbells. And the next one, maybe add 8-pound dumbbells for the third workout. Okay. So you worked your way out. Set yourself up for success. Don't go overboard. Because the point is consistency. The point is to keep doing it. So don't burn yourself out and get yourself discouraged. It takes time. Consistency compounds. Consistent compounds. All right. So try that goal. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it's going for you. Please continue to reach out, ask questions, continue to send me your feedback so I can help cheer you on. If you have any questions on any other workouts, shoot me a message. I'll send you some more workouts to try. But you can do this. You can do this. Time is not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You can definitely find 60 minutes in a week to work on yourself, to make yourself stronger. So thank you for tuning into the Aligned Strength podcast. Remember, strong mind, strong body, and strong spirit. And all it takes is 20 minutes at a time. If you try one of these workouts, send me the feedback or tag me, take a picture, tag me and post it on Instagram at Fit For You with Mandy. I want to be here to cheer you on. So we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.